What's good? What's going on, everybody? You already know who this is. And it's definitely your favorite soulful child. Yeah, sure. Come back to you once again at the P.E.G podcast, Positive Energy Generation. And we here uplifting you back to back with not only artists of the week, but public figures around the world, just showing you that their journey is just like yours with different steps. So, man, I had to dig in my bag and had to give my man that really touch souls out here when it comes to actually believing in yourself and having that manifestation type vibe and grind and really go get it. And I would be unfair to myself not to even let you guys dive a little deeper. So I got my man, the one and only Adrian Azcona in the building. And you already know, we just decided to do something a little different. He popped up on us, and man, it's a vibe. So how you feeling?
It's a vibe. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling the positive energy. It's here. It's here.
Oh yeah. So it's a vibe. So I mean, he has a beautiful voice, man, when it comes to music, when it comes to just really how he see life. So hey, if you're watching right now, like I always tell you, stop being nosy. Go ahead and follow. And if you don't share with nobody else, to share at least with one friend, because I'm telling you, that friend may need this message and they may need to know more about Adrian and his music. Because if you haven't heard it, you sleep. You're sleep. So, bro,
and they may reach out to me.
Yeah.
And I need to hear about them.
Come
Inspiration.
on. Inspiration, man. We here just vibing, uplifting each other. Like you said, we need to know each other, man.
Swear.
Yeah. So, man, let everybody know, like, who is Adrian Azcona? Like, how we get here, man.
Man, so it's been a long journey. Recently, it's been a long journey, and it's been difficult. It's been fun. It's been easy at times, and it's been stressful. I started making music not too long ago, honestly, about 5 months ago. What really motivated me to make music was this really bad breakup I had. And I would write songs. I would sing there at the bedside.
Yeah.
And kind of just like write songs, but joke around. And she'd really like them and stuff, But I don't know. She never pushed me to make any music, And I was kind of sad about it because I always wanted someone to I always wanted to hear at least one person say, "Yo, like try,"
Yeah.
But and I don't know. Yeah, she never really pushed me, and things just started going south real quick. So we called it quits and started making music. And it's been going so much better, man.
So music, that's your inspiration when it comes to music, far as
oh yeah.
Man, they sound like this like the healing process of it. Getting to know yourself more. So, as a kid, did you know that you liked the music? Since you say you just started about 2 months ago, you started diving into it.
When I say I started 2 months ago, I mean I started making music 2 months ago, right? Like I started coming to the studio and recording, right? Yeah. But I was always involved in music, I was always in the youth band. I actually used to play and do the same thing for my mom. She has bad arthritis and she has really bad pains and stuff, and sometimes she couldn't even get out of bed in the morning. So I would get my guitar and sing her a song. And she would always tell me Adrian, that would be such a good song if you recorded it or whatever. And I'd be like, oh, that's so cheesy. What do you mean?
Hold on,
right?
Though,
But I always had stage fright too. I was always scared to sing in front of people. I don't know. I felt like it was not normal. You know what I'm saying? To try to be different,
right?
Or to try to something. You know what I'm saying? And when I say try to something, it could be anything. It don't gotta be music. You know what I'm saying? For anybody listening, it doesn't have to be music. You can do anything.
You can really do anything. Like the sky is unlimited. You are unlimited. We're all unlimited beings. So,
but you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's really what brought it was starting somewhere.
So, because I like to feel like you can start. You have to start somewhere, but you won't know how it ends if you never start.
Right.
So it's like, where do I start? Somewhere. Just start. Right now. So you basically saying you always had it in you. Just really started taking it serious about 2 months ago and jumping into it. Was it the situation that you was talking about? Was it that the main reason why, or this is where you felt like you wanted to really know who Adrian Azcona is?
That is true. I'm glad you brought that up because maybe that certain situation wasn't the full reason why I started making music. But it definitely had some play. Because when you love someone, you want them to love you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, that's obviously, So when you're not receiving that love back, you're like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with me? Exactly. And that's the first question that comes to mind. And that's when depression starts to kick in, and that's when anxiety, you know what I'm saying? And that's when everything starts to sit in. And then that's that's why this generation is so messed up now, is because of relationships. Everybody wants to take their relationships as a joke and stuff. You know, if you're just here to fuck around, say that.
Just say that.
Say that. I'm down to.
Yeah, we should be
I might not
be.
I might not be too. You feel me?
I love it. There's still people out there that like really not into that.
Yeah, for real, for real. But my point is, man, like people's feelings aren't a joke. Is what I'm trying to get at the end of the day. People's feelings aren't a joke. And when you're trying to find out who you are, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta almost view yourself through another person, if that makes sense.
That makes sense, though.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta view yourself through another person, and that puts you in an uncomfortable situation because now you're judging yourself.
Yeah, because you really
now you're uncomfortable with yourself.
Yeah, because you don't know who this person is. You're like, it's not me. So who is this person?
But you gotta adjust. You know what I'm saying? You gotta adjust and just try to fix it a little bit, and you'll start seeing some progress somewhere. So yeah, and I feel like in the song that you have brought up to the PG podcast, I love it so much because I feel like you put all that into that, like everything you just talked about, even the healing part, the understanding process. Like you can really hear and feel that in the song. So why did you feel that You're Done was the song that you wanted everyone to hear more here to bring more positivity to help uplift people? Well, if I'm being honest, for one, I really wanted her to hear it, and she blocked me. So I'm hoping y'all share it somehow so you can see it, But yeah, I wanted her to hear it, but she blocked me. So I'm hoping that it gets to her somehow. It's on the radio. Adrian, what's going on? You're done. Yeah. What the hell? Yeah. She's gonna hear it. Right. But I totally forgot the question, man. What was the question? Huh? What was the question? So like, why did you decide you want to pick You're Done, for the for the podcast when you could have picked any song, but why You're Done? Honestly, my homeboy Brian, he started playing it. I was sharing my music on SoundCloud and nobody was really like playing it or whatever. But he would always send me Snapchats and like video Snapchats. And it would be him just like vibing to You're Done driving. This man would be in the shower, like, yo, my boy, I'm hitting his vape. You're done. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this guy. And he really wanted the song out on a platform where he could like hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know that it was so easy to get music out on Apple Music and distro or and all that. So I figured if it was on YouTube or something, it might be easier to get out to people, So, but I already put it on Apple and stuff, so let's see what happens. Yeah, you gotta see what happens, man. You got sky's the limit, like you said. It is. I feel like we should have to jump, and I think fear could be just the main reason to not do anything. It's fear. Like I'm very fearful. This may not happen. This may, and it may not. It may. Fear is. Fear is. Honestly, fear is everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, fear really controls the world because are you going to hit this mic across the room if you get mad? Because you're scared that, maybe I might get mad and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I might hit the mic and you might, so, right? Yeah. So I'm not going to hit the mic. And it's all self-control and all, you know what I'm saying? But behind the curtain, it's always that fear, you know what I'm saying? And you may not call it fear, you may call it something else, but maybe it may be fear. I mean, you talk about fear and how people can see it in different ways in their perspective. What is a moment on the not even just in this journey of music, but what is a moment in life you was fearful, but you had to like conquer it, or you found your way of actually understanding what was the main part of that fear? Believe it or not, when I hopped in the studio, and there was nobody in there. It was a black, dark room. There was nothing in there, but I was terrified. Dang. Like I was terrified, and I was like, I couldn't even sing the things that were written. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, do I sound okay? Am I not? And then I was listening to myself so close in the headphones, so it's like you hear yourself even more, and you're like, why do I sound like that? Yeah. But I really had to conquer that because when I made my first song on the way home, I was playing it. I never stopped playing it. Yeah. So I was like, that's kind of fun, So I was like, shoot, I really need to conquer this fear because this studio needs to be my safe place. Yeah. Right. If I wanna make it to where I want to be later on in life, I gotta make this place my safe place. Right. But right now it was a fear. Right. So I had to adjust a little bit. Right. And see why is it a fear? And be like, okay, well, it's a fear for me, but shoot, he's enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, okay, I like that. So when you like something, you tend to do it a little more often. You know what I'm saying? So then I started going to the studio a little more often, and then everything started aligning.
Why the mic though? You know, I mean, maybe some people out there scared to even get in there. They're like, I'm gonna go to the studio, or maybe some just like have been on it and it just freaks them out. Like, what is it about the mic?
What if my voice cracks? You know, like, and even I was still
far,
though. What was in there?
You and the mic. No one's in there.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. It's just you and the mic. So your biggest, believe it or not, your biggest conflict is you.
Yeah. Hey,
and when you're in a room with yourself, that's the most dangerous situation. You know what I'm saying? Because you start thinking, and in a dark room with a mic where you can hear yourself.
Yeah. Things start to get real.
Because you could think and be like, all right, I can hear myself. Cool. But when you start talking and you can hear yourself and your ideas, and when I say ideas, I'm singing, right? And my music comes to life. Yeah. Shit. People thinking, and that can either be a dangerous situation or a good situation. You know, you're your biggest conflict. So
yeah, that's actually important, because there's probably a lot of you guys out there right now that's like fearful or don't want to do something because of that. But I mean, you actually really conquered that, you know. And I feel like
I'm still trying.
When I heard you with You're Done, I'm like, man, you got you. First of all, I'm like, I heard you before we even talked about putting you in the podcast, and I was like,
was it for Overthinking?
And I was for You're Done.
Was it the first song that you ever?
I was
here. Where did I meet you? I met you for You're Done, right? You walked in, or you were already here or something?
Yeah, I was here with Tone.
You know what? I'm glad that you walked in after, because I probably would have been terrified to sing in the studio knowing that you were on the other side of the booth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because there's more people, more ears, more judgmental, and then it's me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, man. And I heard you. I'm like, oh, I loved it.
And believe it or not, when you said that, I was like, shit, I gotta keep doing this. No, you know what I'm saying?
No, so you definitely, you're the like the inspiration of literally jumping out there. You know, you gotta jump out there. You gotta leave. You gotta go forward with it. And I feel like, man, your sky is the limit. A lot more people gonna be hearing about Adrian Azcona.
My sky's pretty high. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, so, man. You got
a long way to go.
Got a long way to go. So what are some future projects? You actually talked about the overthinking. You know, where are you going with that project?
So glad you asked. That actually, I actually want to make that one my first music video. Right, yeah, I want to make that one my first music video.
We're about to get turned.
That's my most streamed. That's my most streamed song. That's the one that everybody wanted me to drop first. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one that I dropped first, and that's the one that the music video is coming first.
I love that one too. It's a vibe.
That one's gonna blow up. So,
it's a vibe.
Yeah,
all of them is a vibe, because then you just sit in the room. You said with the dark room, and you can just vibe out to it, and you can really get into it. Like,
and not even that, the lyrics, when you start thinking about them, you know what I'm saying? You start thinking about the me versus me thing. Yeah. So then you start thinking about a little more motivation, how you can be a little more pushy with yourself, you know, pushing your own buttons, try to get a little flower to pop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
hey, sometimes we just overthink it. And that's true. Like, sometimes we just really, really overthink it.
Believe it or not, it's not even sometimes, it's all the times. Yeah. But sometimes we don't even gotta overthink it, because we know already.
It's part of things, right?
It's a learning process. That's why when you learn, that's the overthinking part. Because when you learn, when you learn, oh, I just lost it. No, it's all good. It's all good. I'll get it back later.
I feel like it's gonna come back. When they come back, just go ahead and say
it's gonna come back. Yeah,
it's gonna come back, because it's meant to be. You know what I'm saying? So with that future project of Overthinking, I cannot really wait to see that video. It's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be a vibe.
I was thinking, for the Overthinking music video, I was trying to think if I wanted to do like a story music video. You know what I'm saying? Like when people do a story behind the music video, or if I wanted to do just like a scenery music video. You know what I'm saying? But then I gotta think budget wise too, you know what I'm saying? And then
maybe surprised what you do on budget.
Right.
Like you were surprised. Like just a simple phone can take you a lot of places.
Because the motherfucker might like my song and he might want to see the music video.
Yeah. You can really get real far, like technology stages. So it is. You can get far.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see that project, man.
I can't wait to. That's gonna be so cool.
Hey, so let everybody know if they want to get tapped in with you. They say like you want to talk to me, get to know you more.
Yeah.
Where can they find you at, and what's your social media name. What can they look you up at?
All right. So my Instagram is Adrian Azcona LLC. My last name is A-Z as in zebra, C-O-N-A. LLC, like a business, you know, because it's coming soon. So
speaking in existence.
Apple Music is just Adrian Azcona, last name. I figured everybody could spell Adrian. People are actually voting for me to change like my stage name to just Adrian. Yeah, they like to cut out the Azcona part. And I was thinking about it too, because I was having like a lot, I don't know, some podcasts, but you know, I was thinking about it. Yeah, I was thinking about it. But that'd be cool, you know, like Adrian.
That's still your name,
right? And then like later on, taking a picture with like Rocky Balboa with like some chains, you know, like
Adrian.
Yeah, that should be so cool, right? Yeah. Instagram post. Oh my god, that'd be so cool.
I feel like you do it. You should do it. You know.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I mean, red carpets happen all the time, you know. I mean, people are like, hey yo, stop. I like your music, bro. Come here. You know, right?
Like, okay, we lit with
it. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, definitely go for it. I'll be there supporting you like that.
So you could be right there on top of the carpet with me.
Yeah, hey, speaking in existence, bro. We claiming all that.
Existence.
We claiming all that,
Manifestation.
Man. So make sure you guys tap in, and it's a vibe. As you can see, he's a vibe, man. Look, if you're an artist, I'm pretty sure he's a cool guy. Talk to him. You never know. My mom always told me like the worst thing they can say is no. Right. So the worst thing you can say is no. Right. Right. So, you know, I'm just as a wild question that has nothing to do. It's just really the positivity, just fun. So if you can take two elephants, man, I don't know why two elephants came out, but we're gonna go with that one. We're gonna go with the animal elephant. If you can take two elephants and make it your pet, what would be the two names of the elephants and why?
Wow, okay. I'm trying to think of the theory behind this question. But I'm not gonna try too hard and I'm just gonna answer it. June,
okay.
I would name one June. I don't know, an elephant looks like a June, and you know, like a trunk when it spits water out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like June is like a rainy like season. If it's not, then I don't know. You know, maybe it's not. Yeah. But you know, it gets hot here in Texas, and then it rains a lot. Yeah. You know, so I don't know. Just June, and then
that was actually pretty crazy one. I like that one. Right. I like the concept behind that one too. Right.
And then another elephant.
Two? I got two elephants.
Peter.
That's interesting.
Because I remember when Peter betrayed Jesus. You feel me? And then shit, if an elephant ever betray you, shit, it's probably like killing you, you know? He's stepping on you or whatever. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I know where I was going with it. Peter and the elephant betraying Jesus. Oh yeah, because that was such a big thing for me. When I read it and I first found out about it, he was like, no, I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't do that. And I think about my homies too, because you know, I had a homie and I wanted to get in the studio a long time ago, like years ago, like when I was in the army. You know, he was driving up and down Clear Creek, going home to work and shit for lunch. You know, and I was sitting in the car with my homie, and I was like, shit, what do you think about going to the studio, bro? You know, because we was listening to music and we was just freestyling and having fun or whatever. He was high and shit, whatever. Yeah. Right. He said no. He's like, I don't really rap or whatever. And then I said, oh, why did I take his no?
I don't know.
You feel me? It's like, why did I take his no? But I guess with the elephant and Peter, because it was a huge thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like the betrayal, and I would just want that as a symbol. You know what I'm saying? To not ever betray your people. To just try to fix things. You can always fix things. There's so much to do in life. Yeah. So much to do. And just because you're in a hard time, maybe because you don't have a lot of funds. I know when I don't have a lot of funds, I find myself a little more down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to be on my phone sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's like that, why? Because you can't really touch anything new. You can't do anything exciting. But why? Because you're not really putting yourself in a position where you can improve or let alone try something new. You know what I'm saying? So that's true. That's true. So man, you're a big inspiration. So definitely everybody tap in with my man Adrian. Man, it's love. There's definitely love out here. And if you can actually give a word, people literally sat here and listened to this amazing message and got nothing from it. You can't say that because he's a whole vibe. But if they did, you know, in 15 seconds, if you had a message to just really change one person's life, what would that message look like? And go. Give more. Ooh, I like that. Right? Word. Give more. Always give more. Yesterday, a lady and I'm sure I was her last ask, and I'm gonna say ask because that's how I feel like it was. She asked me, right? I'm here eating a taco, right? And then a couple, like 2 streets down is her hotel, and she's walking through the parking lot of where I was getting my taco, and she waves at me. And first she goes like this, right? So immediately I lower my window down and I stop eating, and I was about to give her, what I was eating. She takes it. So I'm like, okay, whatever this lady needs, you know what I'm saying? After this point, whatever she asks me for, even if I don't have it, I'm gonna try to get something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she asked me for $10. You know what I'm saying? And then, right off the bat, you get a judge like, oh, $10. Why did you just want 10? You know what I'm saying? Whatever, But she told me it was for her hotel, and if she didn't pay it at that time, she was living there at that motel. If she didn't pay it at that time, then she would have to restart at 50. Like it would be a cutoff day, and then tomorrow she would have to pay at 50.
Yeah.
Or else, she would be evicted. So I was like, get in my truck, and it was so funny because when she got in the truck, it started pouring.
It's all rain. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was
God,
crazy yesterday.
It poured. Like literally after, like she got in the truck, reverse on the street.
Wow.
I'm like, man, I'm so glad I got you in this truck. I would have felt terrible giving her food, but not giving her a ride. You know what I'm saying? So when I say give more, I always mean like just think outside of the box. Cause I gave her food, right? But what if I would have never asked her how her day was going, right? And figured out that she needed $10 more, right? Or because that's what I do whenever I come across a unfortunate person or someone who's less fortunate than others, right? I talk.
Yeah.
I try to communicate. Yeah. I don't just here you go, boom, bye. What is that? You know what I'm saying?
What is it? What's it doing? What is it?
No, not even that. Just here you go, right? Yeah. Just take this. This is how I see it. Just take this change. Take this dollar. You know what I'm saying? But the light turns green and we just pull off without even saying nothing.
That's deep, bro.
Or we just say God bless, right? But what if we ask him, hey man, how's your day going? And he says, my mom just died and I'm at this corner of the street and I can't go. You know what I'm saying? Get in my truck, bro. Let's figure something out real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you didn't ask him, now we got a homeless man, suicide, you know what I'm saying, on the corner around because of whatever,
Yeah, nobody asked.
Why is all this shit happening? The world is fucked up, whatever. We got conflicts between races and all that. No, man. No, no, man.
Speaking of it, it's life.
Right. Nobody just simply that's also why I want to make music.
Oh,
because with music comes a lot of benefits.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? And with my benefits, I think I've lived enough, I'm not gonna say enough life, right? But I have enough personal experiences to where I know enough to where what I would want to do, right? Assets and help, right? Assets and help, because the assets will help create my portfolio, bam, keep creating money, bam. And if I ever want to stop making money, stop making music, right? Yeah. Still got that off of whatever, right? I may have a McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? But another thing is I want to come back to Killeen and really clean Rancier up, man. I want to get the road like nice and like, because it's like wavy, but it's all cracky and stuff. And imagine if it was just black and then, you know what I'm saying? With the red.
Yeah.
And then we need
better.
Yeah, we need like a military style, like a bunks, man, for them to crash or some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we got all these problems out here in Killeen and stuff, but nobody really wants to take care of the people who need it the most. You know what I'm saying? Which is, people.
Nobody's really sitting here, like you said, simply asking and executing on what we really need. Yeah. And man, you're very, like you said, out of the box carry guy. And like I said, why would you not tune into your music, bro? You really display a lot of these things in your music. So
please do.
Your character is off the wall, amazing, full of abundance. So, bro, no, for real, definitely gonna take off, man. So, look, y'all gotta tune in, tap into my man. And again, if you did not get his social media, he said it. So you gotta go replay this and replay this and replay this until you get a vibe. All right, because it's nothing but a vibe here at the P.E.G podcast. And I'm gonna tell y'all today, yesterday, and tomorrow. Nobody told y'all any of those days that they love you. Know that I love you. Know I meant Adrian Azcona love you. And man, I'm telling you, bro, it's a blessing to even be here. You know what I'm saying? Just to know this guy or just even be alive. So, man, you guys are part of the family. We love you. Be blessed. Live to inspire. And don't let nobody tell you can't do something, man. Go get it.
Shout out to iHeartradio.
Yeah.
And shout out to P.E.G podcast for having me on the show.
It's a blessing, bro. We appreciate it.
It's an honor.
Thank you. Yeah, it's an honor, man. Y'all. We love y'all. Let's get it. Y'all.